Hi there, Darren Latchner here from 365 Assist. Just wanted to share you a quick tip today. I was working through a Power Apps model-driven app in Dataverse and wanted to set a number field to default to a number rather than just leaving it blank. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the issue is like this. This is a model-driven app, obviously connected to a Dataverse, and you can see here I've got just one table connected. In this case it's order lines. What I've got is one record I've already created with order 1 and just number of lines, which is the number field. That's to 3. When I create a new one, what I want it to do is I would like it to default to a number. So if I hit new and I put the new order name in there, order 2, I actually want this number of items to default. I actually don't want to type something in, so I save and close, but it's defaulting to blank. So how would I default it if I wanted to say 0 or 1 or any other number? How would I do that? So that's what this video is. So here I am in my table, and I'll go to columns and show you that the column that I've created, the number of items, is a whole number that I've created here. It's a whole number data type. But there is no, in this column, there is no default value that I can just select and say, make it 1 or make it 2 or whatever it's going to be. So I can't do it directly through the edit column because it's a number. In some of the other types of columns you can do that, but not in this whole number. So how do we do this? Well, what we do is we create a business rule down here in Dataverse. Not sure if you've used these before, but they're quite handy and quite easy to use. So we go into a business rule and we're going to create a new business rule here. The first thing I like to do is just name the business rule. So I drop down this and I'm going to say default, what did I call it? Number of items. Right, and then we can leave description if we want, leave the condition in here. Again, I'll just say, now the condition has to be basically that a value exists, a record exists, right? So record exists, so I'll just do that. Oops, spell it right, exists. And we're going to use the entity of order lines, that's fine. The source is entity. Leave all that as it is. The field, you've got to make sure you have a field that is going to have something in it. So it needs to have a value in it. So usually I just pick the name, which is the primary field up here, which is this field here in this case. That's always going to have some value because it is a mandatory value. And I'll make the operator contains data. So long as that field contains data, which it always should, so it's going to be true all the time, then this condition will kick off. So we go back over here. Make sure, before you do that, you must always scroll down. You must always apply. Don't forget to apply. That's really important, otherwise it won't save. Or when it saves, it won't connect. So hit the apply, and you can see the business rule down here also, that if name contains data. Now we can go along and actually run the condition. So we'll click on the condition here. We're going to run the values. So we're going to do this. There's a few different options here. I'm not going to go through them all with you. You can look that up. But the one we want here is add set default value. So when you create a new record, it's going to set a default value for that. So if the condition exists, and when it's a tick here, it's true. Down here means that the condition is false, but it's always going to be true for us. We just hit the plus sign there, and now we have a new value. So again, we display the name, so just a name that I'm going to do, make value, and I'll just make the value 1. You can make it say whatever you want. So what we do with the condition, it's on the order lines. So we're looking for the field number of items. That's the column I want, right? And we change the value, and we're going to make the value 1. As I said, you could make it 0. You could make it, as long as it's a number, you can make it what you want. But let's make it 1. Again, don't forget to apply. Hit the apply there. Then you have to scroll up again, and we'll hit the save. If you get some errors here, you may have done something wrong. You may get some errors, but if you've done it right, you shouldn't get that error. And then make sure after you save it, you need to get it to run. You need to activate it as well. So over here, we'll activate it, and that actually turns this business rule on. So we'll just let that process. And you can see down here in the business rule, the rule that you've got. You can get quite complex with these rules if you know how to do them. So just let that run. And then we activate it. So yeah, there's a lot of clicking and a lot of activating in this setup. Now let's go back to our app and we'll refresh the app because it's going to need the business rule. So I'll just refresh it a couple of times just to make sure it kicks itself in. So I'm going to create a new record here. It won't affect any existing records, but if I do a new record here and I'll give this order 3, you'll see that it puts the number of items as 1 directly in there, which is great, the default I wanted. So I don't have to do anything else. I can save and close that, and that's done for me. I can do another one just to show you not making it up. Order 4, there's 1 again, and I'll save and close it. So simple as that.